Okay, so the Port Townsend Leader has an article about these stupid, hideous arts. Damage by vandals to art markers are adding up. Please get rid of them. Please, 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 please. They're horrible. Every tourist I have seen over the last 5 years or whenever you put them in has hated them. We hate them. Why do we hate them? The article talks about a strong emotional response. They're nothing to do with Port Townsend. They're ugly. They're nothing to do with the otters or the heron or the orcas or steampunk or Victorian or witchy stuff or artists or music or anything to do with the history of Port Townsend. They're horrible. Now, I've read the public records. The last time the white ones got, when they were painted white, they kept using them to write different things on them. So they had to keep painting them and painting them. So then there's this big conversation with the artist, and they're like, oh, well, let's paint them a different color, right? And not understanding how horrible they are. And it's a representation of city council because they run out the buskers, they run out the musicians, they cut the trees downtown. I don't mean for the fiber optics ones, but the other ones, they take out bushes and stuff from the Pope Marine Park, and they don't take care of the new ones. They rip out things that are neat and they don't replace them. They put in that whale thing and they ripped out that neat stage where tons of people used. They have, it's so funny because they've lived here forever and some of them grow up here, but they have no sense of the Port Townsend culture and their decision making. I don't get it. I don't get who's making the decisions, but that art has to go. I don't know who's vandalizing them, but yay. Oh, you condoning vandalism? Oh my God. I hope they blow those things up. I hope they line up and march to hell. Yeah, I have a strong opinion about those arts. They're all over town, right? They're at Fort Worden, they're at different places. It's so horrible. It's not just that they're ugly, but they have a QR code. So you're supposed to go up to it with your phone. And read information. This is Port Townsend. People don't come here to look up crap on their phone about some art piece. Look at the beauty. It's stunning. It blows your mind. Put a statue of an otter or an orca or even, a Victorian person, something that has anything remotely to do with Port Townsend. And year after year, they talk about it. They put more money into it. They're like, I wonder what's going on. Get rid of them. Hello, is your brain working at all? I read so many public records of the city and all the money and everything they're doing to go back and forth. This public art, as I said in previous videos, is why I moved to Port Townsend, because my partner at the time had bid on something. They chose something dumb and ugly later, which is that stupid clock in Uptown, that melty clock. Right, my then partner's idea was so cool. It was about different types of metal that the rain would hit and make different musical notes. I talk to buskers downtown and they get run off all the time. Artists get run off all the time. Whatever the city officials are doing, it's nothing to do with what and who Port Townsend's really about. So, yeah, get rid of them. So let's look a little here. Okay, the manager of the Port Townsend Creative says vandalized several times over the course of a week. Yeah, and how many over the years? Last time it involved the removal of its head. I'm not condoning crimes, but hate those. Every tourist, every person hates them. And like I just said, doing a QR code has nothing to do with, and the Fort Worden one, where are you going to park to go walk up to it and do a QR code? Where? It's just on the entry there. Nobody parks there. Oh my God, yes, I have a strong opinion about it. A statue there. The Salish Sea thing downtown, kids love it, right? If you had, the otter statues down by the Maritime Center, kids love it. People love it. They get pictures with them all. Nobody wants their picture. Have you seen anybody take their picture with this? I mean, the angel wings downtown, thousands, probably millions by now, people have taken their photo next to it. Why did you say okay to these? Was the artist a friend of yours? I guess I should look into that, right? Probably was one of Faber's besties or something, because I keep looking at it because it's just so dumb. Like dumb, dumber, and dumb. Okay? Yeah, they're horrible. Okay, anyway, Discover the damage. Okay. Particular graffiti. It says they're exploring alternative approaches to dealing with the vandalism. Somewhere it says in here they want to see why there's a strong thing. So the Arts Commission with the state, and I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? Port Townsend's got natural beauty. You just pick an animal, make a statue. It says, unfortunately, it looks like this idea isn't coming to fruition fast enough or perhaps not be adequate solution. The intent of the art makers, markers, was to serve as a creative wayfinder system. Yeah. People want to avoid them, so that didn't work out. Visually connecting the historic district with Fort Worden. Each one bears a QR code that links to the Creative District website. Yeah, when I come to Port Townsend to see all the beauty, what I want to do really is look on a website. Like, dumb! Yeah, I'm one of those that has a very strong opinion about these arts, in case you didn't know. Each one is unique, but all were created in the same rustic contemporary style. They don't look unique. They just look like somebody ate a statue or made of wood and threw it up. Okay, so the project was funded over and over and over, okay, by private donors and art. At the time, Tropel was living and working in Port Townsend and since moved to Hawaii. They're still consulting. Yeah, I've seen the public records. I have the public record emails of them consulting with the artist. This is not art. Those are not art. I don't care what anybody says. The logo original 49,000 each. Without its top portion, the one decapitated is irreparably. Yay! Theoretically, it could be reassembled if the missing piece. Oh my God! Last time, this huge discussion too, right? Bronze statues. That's a good way to go. It costs too much. Oh my God. I'm not interested in doling out punishment or fines, Gordon said. My interest is in finding out the underlying issue and grievance behind what is obviously a strong emotional response to these items. Yeah, they're ugly, they're dumb, they have nothing to do with Port Townsend. They represent giving tax money to really dumb ideas that have nothing to do with the culture of Port Townsend in any way. They're a huge representation of that. And the thinking of trying to move us into a digital age. People don't come to Port Townsend to be digital. They walk around downtown and look at buildings that are over 100 years old because they want to go back in time, not forward in time. Like, I don't know who's thinking for you guys, but you're nothing to do with Port Townsend, who's ever making these decisions. Yeah, the Tyler Plaza art marker, most recent vandal, remove the head. Oh, I like that. Is that the one downtown? Good, because I can't stand it. In case you didn't know, I can't stand it. Not condoning violence. We wouldn't want to put stickers on them, right? You know how Olson feels about stickers, but I magically do this ritual in my mind and hope they all just dissolve and blow away in a big windstorm. Ha ha!